Hi, I'm Tom Morin, and I attend West Lutheran High School and I'm taking part in Bethany's American Government course this year. We are doing our politician videos, and I've decided to choose Paul Ryan. To start out with some background about him, his age, he is 48 years old, and he was born on January 20th, 1970 in Janesville, Wisconsin. Regarding his education, he graduated from Joseph A. Craig High School, which is also in Janesville, Wisconsin, and after high school he went to Miami University in Ohio, where he, in 1992, earned a degree in political science and economics. With his marital status, he's married to Jana Little Ryan, which he married in 2000. He also has a daughter named Liza and two sons named Sam and Charlie. With his work history, he worked for a Wisconsin construction company as a marketing consultant right after college, and a couple years later he got into politics when he worked with U.S. Senator Bob Caston as legislative aide. So he has some political experience as he worked for that legislative aide, and then he's also been a member of the U.S. House of Representatives since 1998 when he got elected for Wisconsin's Congressional District 1. He was also chosen by Mitt Romney to be his vice presidential running mate during the 2012 presidential election. So he has some professional development, he got his degree, and he's worked as a marketing consultant, but he got some political expertise as a political aide for various politicians. So he got experience and got to know what it was like to be in the political field. And he also read different literature from Ayn Rand and that shaped his political philosophy, and he used a lot of his political experience to finally break in as a member of the U.S. House of Representatives in 1998. He has many accomplishments. He has his degree, being a member of the U.S. House of Representatives, and being a vice president with Mitt Romney in 2012. He was also involved in the American Health Care Act and has had a nice family, so he has a lot of things going for him. Regarding the office he holds, he's the Speaker of the House for the U.S. House of Representatives. He was elected that on October 29, 2015. So the duties office, he's the presiding officer of the House. He's the leader, basically. He makes sure the rules are being followed. He allows certain people to speak on the floor. They can call for votes and questions, and they're overall just making sure things get run smoothly and nothing gets out of hand. So major goals or accomplishments, again, like I said, he was in the American Health Care Act. It was made to replace the Affordable Care Act. He was also involved in a tax reform to help people to save money, and it just helped in many different ways. So his accomplishments range from many different areas. In the party he's in, he's a member of the Republican Party and has been his whole political career. There are some hot-button issues, that kind of debatable what side you should be on. He's pro-life and he supports the right of citizens to gun rights. He's in favor of the American Health Care Act, like I said before. He supports immigration reform bills. He favors a cap-and-trade method regarding energy. And he is in favor of marriage between one man, one woman, even though we know that's not a lot today, same-sex now being legal. And for strength, he stays strong to his beliefs, even when others disagree, and like with same-sex again. He doesn't believe in it, but he still supports what he believes and not what the government says. You can have your own beliefs. He understands finances well, with economics. He's worked on many different bills regarding many different areas, so he has expertise in many areas and can help in a lot of different aspects of our country if need be. For weaknesses, sometimes he holds too true to his values, you can say. He's had run-ins with Donald Trump, and one time he had a tweet where he tweeted out about his tax bill angers some people. So he could be more careful, but overall he's pretty careful with what he does and is a good politician. So for the history of the office, the first holder was Frederick A.C. Muhlenberg, and there have been a total of 54 individuals to hold this position. Samuel Rayburn actually held it for the longest time, and the most recent is Paul Ryan. Since about 1900, if you look at the party and the position and who have held it, Democrat, Republicans, there's been 14 Democrat, 9 Republicans. So overall, from that time, you can see that it's been more Democratic, but it's not a huge majority. For famous people, there's really no one famous who had it. Certain names you'll recognize like Nancy Pelosi, Paul Ryan today, but there aren't many really celebrities that have held this position. For biggest outcomes produced by the seat, the passing of the American Health Care Act, the tax reform by Paul Ryan, they were partly done by this speak. And past speakers such as Samuel Rayburn have used it to improve their own parties actually, and Newt Gingrich actually even revolutionized the position to be the source of policy during his time. So it's changed, ebbed and flow, but overall it's mostly just the leader of the House trying to make sure things get done. There have been problems, though, recently between the seat and the president in recent years, and there's been debates about whether the speaker should have more or less power as well. We know that the U.S. House of Representatives, it's split, Republicans, Democrats, so you know that there's never just one side majority, so sometimes there can be arguments and things like that, and that can affect how much the speaker can really get done. So regarding my own thoughts about what I like, he has a lot of Christian values that I like, and it helps me to relate to him. A lot of the policies he's in favor of and those types of things, I relate to them too, and he's a down-to-earth person I feel like I can really connect with and relate to, so it helps to vote for him. And why don't you like him? There's not a lot I don't really like about him. Sometimes he seems like he gets in a little bit too much trouble sometimes with arguments, but overall he's careful, and there's nothing really I don't like about him. Sometimes he could be some strict on some of his bills and too much to the values, so that could hurt his chances of winning re-election. But maybe if he just went more to the Republicans, made sure he gets his votes where he needs it, he'll be pretty sure he'll get re-elected. And I would vote for him. He's, like I said before, he has a lot of Christian values I like thinking abortion is wrong, that type of thing. So I agree with him in many of those areas. He's also more on the conservative side, so he supports the same ideas I do, so he would be someone I would vote for. So overall, for closing comments, he seems like he has a very good character and has done many great things for our nation. His contributions range from many different areas, and I hope he is reelected so he can continue his good work. Thanks.